Good morning and welcome to GrainTV for January 10th, 2012. Joining me today is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbano. Grains did little in the overnight session to move in either direction in quiet pre-report trading. Yesterday, however, we did see a sharp rally due to continued heat and dryness in South America. Logan, why don't you take us through the South American precipitation forecast?
Yeah, Brock. Well, last week we really saw grains sell off hard as the market was expecting some precipitation to come into areas of South America this week. That hasn't really materialized. Take a look here at the map. You can see the area circled here is the key growing areas in northern Argentina and southern Brazil that the trade's really been focused on. And it doesn't look like the rain that was expected is showing up. Take a look here over the next couple days. Spotty rain, but nothing that's really going to lift them out of this drought that they're in. It's a once-a-century drought. Last December, they received 60 to 100 millimeters of precipitation during the month of December. This December, 10 to 50 millimeters of precipitation. That's really putting this corn crop in a hard situation here.
We know it's pretty bad down there right now, but one thing to make note of is that they're actually not in their critical reproductive phases as of yet, especially on the soybean crop. So if some timely rains do happen in the next couple of weeks, we could see that crop get revived a little bit.
That's true. There is some time here, it sounds like, for the soybean crop, but corn right now, it's a big time for this corn crop, and that's really going to drive, that's going to be a big factor here in U.S. export sales, I think, moving after the USDA report.
Speaking of big factors, that USDA report comes out on Thursday. Make sure you tune in on Thursday to get the full recap of the report. And when we come back after the break, we're going to give you the analyst estimates as it pertains to the Thursday report.
Well, it's definitely earned me more money. Just like Decatur, they were paying 70 cents more for summer corn there in August. We were hauling corn 100 mile for 40 cents, and we're making 30 cents, and I wouldn't even known that price was probably on there. I wouldn't have thought of calling Decatur, but when you go to the Grower's Edge page, then it takes all that running around out of it for you.
Welcome back to GrainTV. Let's go on the board with Logan Burgess.
Yeah, Brock, kind of a quiet day here in Chicago, it looks like, after yesterday's kind of exciting trade higher. We can see corn trading relatively unchanged, soybeans down 5, wheat down 3 3/4 on the Chicago contract, Kansas City hanging in there down 2 3/4. A little bit of a quiet day here, like I said. The market's really going to be looking for direction out of that Thursday report from the USDA. Can you take us through some of the figures that the trade's looking for here?
Thursday does give us the annual and final installment of the USDA revisions for the 2011 crop. Looks like corn is going to be revised lower on production, yield, and ending stocks. If these numbers come to light, what the analysts are expecting, we will see a bullish scenario shape up for the corn market.
Yeah, Brock, a little bit of a different scenario here that the trade's expecting out of the soybean market. Take a look here. Production, yield, and ending stocks are all projected to be higher than what we saw in the December report. We're seeing a little bit of a divergence of fundamentals here between the corn and soybeans market. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Corn and soybeans have been highly correlated here in the trade recently. It'll be interesting to see if we see that the corn-soybean spread collapse a little bit if these fundamentals do come to light in Thursday's report. One thing everyone's going to be watching, though, are the quarterly stocks figures. Take us through what we're expecting there.
Yeah, basically what we're looking for there is we're looking for revisions for corn to be lower than they were last year at this time, beans to be slightly higher than they were last year at this time, and wheat to be lower than they were last year at this time. So if these numbers do come to light, looks like corn and wheat are both going to be bullish. Beans is basically going to be neutral to slightly bearish.
Yeah, Brock, well, as always, a lot of moving parts in this report that's going to be coming out on Thursday. Certainly tune in on Thursday's show. It's going to be a big show. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.